figure skating champion and 2026 Olympic participant Petr Gumennik thanked coach Rafael Arutyunian for his preparation for the season. On Sunday, the Russian posted photos with Arutyunian on social media from the rink in California. Also in the photos are three-time world champion Ilya Malenin, American and Canadian coach, and choreographer Shailin Bourne. Dear Rafael Vladimirovich, I thank you for your help in preparing for the season, for your attention, for the sincerity, generosity, and selflessness with which you share your many years of experience, and your discoveries in figure skating technique. I value the fact that I personally receive from you the nuances of figure skating that you have shaped over many years. I am also grateful for the advice I always receive on all aspects of figure skating. I hope that I will be able to utilize and develop all this experience. And I strongly believe that we have many more years of working together ahead of us. Gumanick wrote on social media. Gumanick is 24 years old, a winner of the Russian Grand Prix final and a national champion. He placed 6th at the 2026 Olympics in Italy. It's early August, and summer is in full swing, but figure skating fans traditionally meet at the rink. As part of the Luzhniki Sports Festival, 2022 Olympic champion Anna Sherbikova held a masterclass and autograph session for everyone. The rink was filled with skaters from those new to professional athletes, and a sizable crowd of spectators at the boards. When the season starts, you'll be ready to hit the ice, Anna said, explaining one of the exercises. The Olympic champion is no stranger to discipline and structure, so the masterclass was tailored to that exact pattern. The skaters skated not in a circle, as is usually the case, but in a straight line from one corner of the rink to the other. Sherbikova supervised the exercises, pointing out common mistakes. Dropped arms, straight knees, and staring at the ice. The exercises themselves also proved interesting. In addition to the flashbacks and herons, which are taught at almost every masterclass, the athlete explained how to perform inside and outside arcs, the fundamental elements in figure skating that underlie more complex combinations. Anna didn't just demonstrate the exercise, she explained the mechanics of its execution, demonstrating on the blade where the inside and outside edges are. I'm sure these comments will be especially valuable for the beginning skaters who attended the masterclass, as understanding the element is essential for its successful execution. We perform the rotation on the front of the blade, she answered Sherbikova's question. Try not to tilt your body or swing your shoulders on the entry to ensure the rotation is successful. She was also willing to answer questions about exercises that weren't performed in the masterclass, but were of concern to attendees. For example, Anna helped one skater understand the technique of a loop, emphasizing what specifically should be worked on during training. The calm and consistent way Anna answered questions and explained the exercises demonstrates her potential to become an excellent coach. However, the champion didn't limit herself to the masterclass at Luzhniki Stadium. Immediately afterward, Anna held an autograph session on the small stage. People patiently stood in line. Despite the scorching sun and heat, that's what popular love is all about. Some fans brought drawings, asking to have skates and phone cases signed, and Anna, with her signature modest smile, never turned anyone down. The athlete also welcomed journalists, sharing her impressions of the masterclass. It was an unusual experience, not least because it was summer, August, 30 degrees Celsius, and we were all at the rink. We haven't had open masterclasses in a while. They usually take place in winter, and it's so nice that we got to reminisce a bit about that in the summer, Anna said. There wasn't a hint of chill at all after all. We were training. When asked what temperature she personally finds comfortable training in, Sherbikova answered without hesitation, I'm always comfortable in the golden mean, when it's just a little chilly. But I sometimes run in 30 degrees Celsius and work out in the cold. My profession requires it. Speaking about her profession, Anna unexpectedly admitted that even an Olympic champion has exercises she dislikes. Even during my athletic career, I hated doing arm exercises. I never knew how to do push-ups, so when we had group push-ups, everyone had to redo them several times because of me. I was always really bad at them. Now that I have the opportunity, I don't do anything arm-focused, especially since I still have some remaining injuries, so I understand I can get by without them. Anna also shared her expectations for the upcoming season. It's impossible to predict anything. Sport is unpredictable, which is precisely what makes it so interesting. I definitely expect a very interesting season, both domestic and international. I'm sure it will be exciting, and I plan to watch figure skating in all its forms. I don't have any thoughts yet about who will take the lead. I'll be watching and rooting for our guys. In our conversation with Anna, it was difficult to ignore the touching and shocking news. In July, the athlete announced her engagement to hockey player Artem Shakirov. Journalists congratulated the figure skater on this new stage in her life and asked how she feels about media coverage of her personal life. I always do what I feel, and I can't say I have any specific plan. If I feel something, I share it. If I realize I want to keep it to myself, I keep it to myself. So it always happens intuitively, Anna admitted. On this wonderful note, the meeting with the Olympic champion in sunny Luzhniki Stadium concluded. The event itself, its organization, and the skaters' sensitivity left only positive emotions. We eagerly await Anna Sherbikova's participation in similar events and, of course, continue to watch her with admiration.
Поднимается голова, пум. И спусковой. И тогда пойти сюда.
Спусковая.
Длинная, короткий. Пум-пум. Раз, нога кинула.
Да.
Раз.
Подпрыжка одна.
Пятку. Пум-пум-пум.
Olympic speed skating champion Svetlana Zhurova considers it normal for skaters to leave Vitali Tutberidze's group. Previously, three-time Russian champion Adelia Petrosyan left Tutberidze. I think Petrosyan will continue competing. I want her career to continue, because Adelia is a talented skater. We see that she is not the first to leave Tutberidze after the Olympic Games. It's important to understand that Tutberidze churns out talent in large numbers. She has a very strong school. Not many coaches can boast such a large number of graduates. But as we can see, not everyone has a place in the sun in the future. This is normal. It's impossible to pay attention to everyone. That's probably why these departures occur, said Zhurova. Two-time Olympic champion Evgeny Plushenko stated that his academy, Angels of Plushenko, is not profitable. On August 2, the school held a charity day for figure skaters from large families. It's possible that another ice rink will be built in the Moscow region. It's always full. People are skating from 6 a.m. onwards. Will expand. Is the academy profitable? Have you reached the break-even point? This isn't our income or our business. The academy was originally built for my children, Alexander and Arseny. They're our children. We've started to grow. We have a lot of athletes. And the conditions are some of the best. It's not a profitable business. A profitable business is when you build an arena and rent it out. That's a profitable business. The most important thing is that I want to show results with our athletes. Have we broken even? We're still in the red, Plushenko replied.
Я Елена Костылева, и скоро я поеду на этап Гран-при в Китае.
Здорово, Ева!
Это чтобы подарить подарок.
Она дошла сюда к прыжку,